Today today we will be talking about my favorites, recent favorites. It is currently January 25th, 2025. 20 25. So, I'm going to be talking about my favorites, from my favorite books to my favorite songs to my favorite eye candy.
Boom shakalaka! Yes, God! Yes, God!
To favorite makeup, to favorite collectibles, literally everything. Also, this background, do not be fooled. Do not be fooled. This isn't just a regular gaming chair, no. It's a strawberry cake gaming chair. Our first favorite, as of now, will be my nose piercing. Now, I have been wanting a nose piercing since probably either 8th grade or freshman year of high school. Why I never got it? Well, I was scared. And also, I don't know. I knew this one girl who had one, and she's so beautiful, and I was like, I cannot pull it off. It's just not for me. But now we know I can. Thank you. Now we know I can. I got this little stud. I've always wanted the stud. I've questioned getting a septum. Honestly, I'm still on the fence about it. But like, this will do for now. Just for now. Just for now. I like it. I've been cleaning it every single day, y'all. Every single day. And I love it. I can't wait to turn it into a hoop, because realistically, I did want a hoop more than a stud, but to get deeper into it, the experience, 8 out of 10. I went to a place that was close because I was anxious and I felt like I was going to shit my pants. So I was like, I'd rather go somewhere close, and if I do have explosive diarrhea, I can just go home in like 5 minutes and then clean myself up and probably cry. But I was really nervous once I, gave her my ID and all that. But once I filled out the papers and she was like, okay, come with me, I kind of had to grow balls. I had to grow like gargantuan balls, because what am I going to do? It was a birthday present also, so I was like, I can't reject a birthday present. So that's how I thought about it, to make things easier for me. And the girl who did it, shout out Shorty. She was really sweet and nice. But I will say there was an incident where, it was my mom that took me. Cute. Mother-daughter bond. And she was like, oh, can I hold her hand? Just in case she gets like nervous? Which I didn't say. I think my mom just wanted to hold my hand. But she was like, no, it's against safety. Like, you can't do that. And me and my mom looked at each other like, like, just like, oh, like that's a joke, clearly. No. She was serious. And we were just like, we just laughed in her face, dude. And she was about to put a needle in my nose. Like, I was scared. I was a little scared, but no, she was really sweet after that. We were kind of just like, oops. The needle itself, like the pin going through my nose, light work. But ooh, putting the threadless stud in, that got a kick out of me. I had a couple tears running down my face. Embarrassing. Because the only piercings I've had beside my nose piercing are my ears, and I was like 2 months old when that happened, so like, of course I don't remember the pain. But yeah, it hurt. And she was like, oh, like, you have a very soft nose. I didn't know whether to be complimented or did she tell me like I didn't have tough skin, because that's a little hurtful. That's a little offensive. But then I saw it in the way of like, I'm just so like, I'm just so soft, and I have soft nose, like. But no, my nose is big. Next favorite is a favorite, again, mother-daughter bond. My mom and I have gone into. My mom got into it first, which I'm surprised, because a lot of people. Someone just texted me. Okay, it's just my friend saying that he was gambling. So she started liking this before me. I've heard about them, but I was just like, I'm not gonna put my money on that. I have a lot of other things I want to buy. But she was like, have you heard of Labubu's? I said, have I heard about Labubu's? Yes, I've heard about them. I've heard about the acts of, I've heard about felony in regards to Labubu's. I've heard about violence. I've heard about a lot in regards to Labubu. So she was like, oh, like my coworker collects them, and my mom is a nurse, so I don't know why I included that actually, but my mom is awesome. She's like, I want to collect them too. So she first got 2 Labubus, one for me and one for her. She originally got Baba, which is, I'll try to put a picture here, from the Have a Seat collection, and she got me Zizi from the Have a Seat collection. Oh, not me. Oh my god, I just exposed her. I'm so sorry. So this one is purple. She's meditating. But we went to a collectible convention thing shop, and they sold a bunch of clothes. So yeah, my Labubu is a Mew Mew. What about yours? No, I'm just kidding. It's not Mew Mew, it's Min Min. Is that better, or what do y'all know about Min Min? She has a little headband too, and the purple matches the purple. Do y'all see the vision? Do you guys see the vision? Because I'd be scared if you didn't, because it's right here. It's right in front of you. I would show y'all my mom's collection. She has Baba. She has Toffee from the Macaroon series. And then speaking of the Macaroon series, she bought an entire box, which will be coming soon. To the next favorite. So the next favorite will be makeup. And this is something that is actually deeper than makeup, because I've been in love with this person for years and years and years, like Parasocial, and it's Ariana Grande's R.E.M. Beauty Glossy Lip Balm, specifically in the shade Cherry Cola. It's really good. It looks like a vial of blood, actually. But, I mean, it's almost on par with Summer Fridays, I'm gonna be so honest. And she just came out with a Cotton Candy pH adaptive one, and I really want it. I want it so bad. And it smells so good. It smells like vanilla. It smells like MAC lipstick. If you know what MAC lipstick smells like, this is exactly what it smells like. It smells like a vanilla cloud. Not cloud. Okay, tangent. I can never get into the cloud perfume. I swear, I don't know if it was like my skin, like my pheromones. I couldn't get into cloud. It's too strong. Like every time I wore it, I felt like my head was gonna explode. But I do love her Ari perfume, her first perfume that she released in like 2015. Oh, that used to be my signature perfume. Now my signature perfume is the Sweet Tooth Sabrina Carpenter perfume, the pink one, and Choco Musk, but that's different. That's a whole other thing. Next favorite. We're gonna get into books. But before I get into the books, let's talk about the device I read them on. So I got this Kindle. I bought myself a Kindle because the Kindle I was using before was my mom's old Kindle. That was probably from 2012. So it was time for a refresh. This is the Kindle Paperwhite 2024. I love how there is a dark mode. I love how there's a warmth setting, so my eyes don't pop out of my head, because I am always staring at a screen 24/7. No matter what, I am staring at a screen, and it's bad. So might as well do it in a way that doesn't completely tear at my eyes. The last book I read is one of my favorites ever, and it's If Cats Disappeared from the World. And it's basically a book about a guy who has a mom, or had a mom. The mom passed away from cancer, and she was obsessed with this cat named Cabbage. And so the mom passed away, and so the son now lives by himself, and the mom's cat Cabbage also passed away before the mom passed away, so he was dealing with 2 different losses at the time. And then he gets news that he himself is about to die from cancer as well. Now, it sounds very traumatic. It sounds like grief. Oh my god. It sounds like grief porn, but it really is not. I swear it's not, because it is just a beautiful, beautiful book in the way of how the main character starts to accept death and like starts to realize that things that you think aren't important are really important. And so he has a cat named Lettuce, and he grows a very close bond with Lettuce. And the main character, yeah, we actually never get his name. The main character, he is greeted by the devil, which is characterized in a very like silly way. Like he's wearing Hawaiian shirts. He thinks he's funny. He thinks he's a little jokester. The devil is like, okay, I can grant you an extra day or two if you take away something from the world, like from everybody. So there'll be a chapter that's like, if movies disappeared, if time disappeared, if phones disappeared, and then it gets to if cats disappeared, and then those last two chapters, y'all, I swear to God, I thought I had no tears left to cry. But it is such a good book. It is short, it's an easy read, and I recommend it. I really recommend it. Actually, it's not too existential and it's not too like naive. So it's a good balance. I think let's do song and then let's do movie and then that'll be all. So, but my favorite song at the moment. It's difficult because a lot of songs that I like are songs that I've heard back years and years and years ago. So like it wouldn't be my favorite right now. It's been my favorite for as long as I can remember, but this is so difficult for me, guys. This is like I take half an hour to choose songs to put on my Instagram story, so you're gonna have to sit with me for a bit. Probably, oh my god, as corny as it is, probably anything Radiohead, honestly. But that's not like a favorite now. Like this song could come on like 10 years ago and then 10 years ahead and I would still like have a visceral reaction. And it's Let Down by Radiohead. Oh my god, boo, 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 like boring. Like I thought you were gonna give us a song that like no one has ever heard before that I can add to my Spotify. No. And for movie, damn it, I was gonna say Bones and All, but like that was, first of all, that came out in 2022. Second of all, I watched that in December. So the movie is called Perfect Days, and I watched it January 1st. So it was the first movie I watched this year, the first day of the year, and it came out in 2023. It's directed by Wim Wenders, and it's basically a film about this guy who's a toilet cleaner in Tokyo. It's literally just like his life, but he is a collector of cassette tapes, and so he has a bunch of songs from like the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and the soundtrack for this film, it's peak because it's like it's Lou Reed, it's who else was in it? I'm just gonna name a couple songs off of it and y'all are gonna be like, oh my god, that's peak. We have the Velvet Underground. Love the Velvet Underground. Otis Redding, Patti Smith, the Rolling Stones, Lou Reed, the Kings, Van Morrison, Nina Simone. Like every single song that came on, I was like, I know that's it's such a good movie. And there's like a little like peek into his life, his family, his relationships, his friendships, his like late at night he reads every single night, and you just get a little glimpse of that, and it's very like raw and like just like there's a lot of good quotes in it as well. You know, in society you would see like a man who's a toilet cleaner and be like, oh god, I do not want to live that life. Like that seems like hell. But in reality, he's having a good time just eating his cold sandwich under a tree on his break. And you'd be inspired by that too if you watched it. So I love that movie. But yeah, that's all my favorites as of right now. I don't know what else to say. Okay, bye.